Hi, my name is Greg. My friends call me Captain, and I am the director of the Machickanee Players production of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. There are several reasons I wanted to direct the show of Frankenstein. The first being that Mary Shelley's novel, to me, is one of the finest pieces of literature ever written. And unfortunately, I don't think it's ever been adapted for the stage or on screen very well. And obviously, certain adaptations have gotten it better than others, but to me, it was important. I felt that the message in Mary Shelley's novel was important enough that it really ought to have a faithful adaptation in performance. And so I've strived to write an adaptation that would fit our stage and our cast and our budget, and yet still honor the fundamental story. The other reason I wanted to produce the story of Frankenstein is a much more personal one. Throughout my entire adult life, I have been immersed in various subsets of punk culture. As a haunt entertainer, I have been around goths and metalheads and horror punks. And as a nomad, I've been around drifters and hitchhikers and gutter punks. And in all my interactions consistently, these people have been among the kindest, friendliest, most generous, most thoughtful people I've ever known. And yet they are the black sheep in their families, sometimes in their circle of friends. They are outcasts, they are ignored, brushed off, and sometimes abused or even assaulted. And the real tragedy of that is that ordinary society, I feel, is missing out on valuable conversations and relationships, meaningful ones with people who have a unique perspective and a worthwhile perspective to hear and consider. And these people are being dismissed simply because their appearance does not conform to what ordinary society expects of us. And that, it's one of many themes that I think Mary Shelley touches on in the story of Frankenstein, where we have this creature that is physically abhorrent and disfigured, and is kicked at and trampled on and abused for his appearance, even though he starts out as a very peaceful and kind and thoughtful creature. And he is turned violent through the neglect and the abuse that he suffers at the hands of man, who, although compared to him are much more beautiful in appearance, have a considerably more depraved heart. And this is a story that we see repeated throughout history. We never seem to learn our lesson, but these kinds of stories interest me, and I always want to tell them at any opportunity I get. We'll do our usual 2 weeks of shows, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, February 9th to the 11th, and February 16th to the 18th. Our Friday and Saturday shows start at 7 p.m., but there's an optional dinner catered from the Wooden Spoon in Lena, and that dinner starts at 6 p.m. Our Sunday matinees have optional pie from OJ's Midtown Cafe, and you can come a little bit earlier to have that as well. But in addition to what we normally do, we got about 3 other things that we're doing special for Frankenstein. First, we're going to have a special Valentine's Day show on Wednesday, February 14th. That'll also be at 7 p.m. There won't be dinner or pie available, but we will have some special holiday appropriate treats for our guests that night. We're also going to be doing a wholly improvised parody show shortly after our final show on the 18th. So that'll start, again, on Sunday the 18th at about 6 p.m. No rules, no rehearsals. I have no idea what's going to happen, but our cast is having so much fun that I just wanted to let them off the leash so they can improvise and parody the hell out of the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. The third and final thing that we're doing, we partnered up with Haunters Against Hate, which is a nonprofit organization that helps out LGBTQ organizations. They produced for us an exclusive shirt for Frankenstein. and those shirts are available for sale on our website. And anyone who buys a shirt will get free admission to that final parody show on Sunday the 18th.